On the edge of a small village lived Ramu, a daily wage laborer. He spent his days lifting bricks and mixing mortar. The little money he earned was just enough to keep food on the table. His family was small, his wife Sita and 2 young children, but the weight of responsibilities often felt heavier than the loads he carried at work. As the festive season approached, the entire village buzzed with excitement. Houses were being painted, sweets were being prepared, and shops were crowded with people buying new clothes and firecrackers. Every family seemed busy in celebration. Ramu looked at the noisy marketplace and thought to himself,
If only I could buy new clothes and sweets for my children, but how can I? Borrowing money for one day's joy would mean months of burden later.
People will talk. They'll say, look at their house. Not even a single lamp was lit for Dussehra. And the children will feel sad.
Sita, festivals are not about display. True joy doesn't come from money. It comes from how we choose to celebrate. We may be poor, but we can still honor the festival in our own way.
On the morning of Dussehra, Ramu cleaned the courtyard and polished their old utensils until they shone like new.
See, we don't need to buy new things. Cleanliness itself makes them look fresh.
He borrowed a lamp from a neighbor and shaped a few small diyas out of clay himself. From the nearby fields, he brought home sugarcane. With just jaggery and milk in the kitchen, Sita prepared a pot of sweet kheer. As the evening descended, the little house lit up with lamps. The family gathered together, eating the simple kheer with contentment. There were no sweets from the shop, no new clothes, no firecrackers. Yet the atmosphere was filled with peace.
Sita, we often believe that festivals are about spending money. But true Dussehra happens when we burn the Ravana within us, anger, greed, and dissatisfaction. For the poor, this inner victory is the greatest celebration.
That night, after the children had fallen asleep, Ramu spoke softly to Sita.
Think about it. People spend thousands, but the very next day they return to stress and worry. We only ate a little kheer, lit a few lamps, yet what we found was peace. That is real happiness.
You're right, Ramu. When the mind is satisfied, poverty doesn't feel so heavy. Today, I finally understand. Festivals are not celebrated by the purse, but by the heart.
Dussehra does not only remind us of Ravana's defeat in Lanka. It teaches that there is a Ravana inside every human being, of greed, pride, anger, and the desire to show off. Rich or poor, as long as these demons remain alive, peace cannot be found. Even in poverty, a festival can be just as beautiful as in wealth, if there is gratitude, togetherness, and contentment. The true Dussehra is not when an effigy burns in the marketplace, but when a person burns the evils inside their own heart.